Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the PPA Tour Australia Vietnam Open. We are live from the Carmelina Beach Resort. My name is Dylan Kimlin, sitting alongside me, Andy Dikasavjevic, about to get underway with our Men's Open Gold Medal. This is going to be an absolute thriller. The games we've had earlier today, absolutely crazy.
It's been amazing.
Yeah, from a spectator's point of view, how fun has this been? I know you've played earlier today, and now you get the chance to just sit back and enjoy the craziness.
Yeah, the atmosphere has been unbelievable. This court here was looking at centre court. You know, the vibe is awesome. So definitely keen to get this one underway.
Yep, so close to the camera, having a good old stretch. We have Aditya Ruhela, and he is up against Hien Truong, who has the home crowd backing him. The semi-final, if you haven't watched it, go and watch that game. Absolute insanity on this court. And my goodness, it went down to 3 games in the end, something like 15-13 or something. It was a very high-scoring game. So it was a lot of fun. The players will get started once our official David J gives the call, utilising the JOOLA Fast 40s. This will be 3-11, win by 2. Should we get to a third game, the players will stop at 6, getting some serves in. Andy, you had the pleasure of playing some singles earlier today. What can we expect from these gentlemen in these conditions?
Well, both of these gentlemen are great players. I mean, we're not going to see many weaknesses from either of them. They're super strong off both sides, you know, from the front, from the back. So it'll be just interesting to see what the strategy will be as the match unfolds.
Yep. Yeah, definitely fair enough. And I have to say, one of our largest spectator outings thus far for the PPA Tour Australia. The Vietnamese crowd have come out in force, and it's been an absolute pleasure. Some of the loudest crowd pops I've heard in pickleball in our events earlier today, and I imagine this one's going to be a doozy as well.
It's going to get loud. Definitely promise you that. Yeah,
party time here in Vietnam, and we have had an absolute blast thus far at Carmelina Beach Resort. I think the staff are a little bit of a fan of pickleball as well. They've been thoroughly enjoying themselves watching the madness unfold on the courts. And it looks like official J has given the okay. Truong to bring it in. Let's get started. 0-0. That's a polite way to start the game. Yeah, solid serve there. Getting first points on the board for Ruhela. Oh, what a shot. Truong down the line, double-handed backhand, and we can expect plenty of that. Just how important, Andy, is getting that first solid stroke.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, you really want a deep return so you can set yourself up to hopefully come forward. Just as we saw Ruhela do there, right? Like that return was so deep, and he was already moving through the shot before it even landed on the other side.
Oh, a bit long there for Aditya. Another side out. And we're seeing him playing very aggressive at the kitchen line immediately.
Yeah, very strong off the backhand though, Truong. Great aggression there.
Yeah, Ruhela, regarded as one of the more vocal members of our tournament thus far. He's been very loud on his courts. Very entertaining. Ooh, he went for the line. I believe it's called out. Truong's asking the question of official J. Confirmed out. 2-0. Oh, he's gone for that line again. Cat and mouse play style early on.
Great use of the court there from Truong, really hitting all angles on both sides, driving the ball down. But it's going to take a lot to pass Ruhela here.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful shot.
He is feeling it.
Struck very nicely, very clean.
And Andy, as someone who doesn't have the longest arms. How do you go versus someone? The look I just received, ladies and gentlemen. That's called wide.
Big advantage having a big wingspan in pickleball, right?
Yep.
That reach across the kitchen makes it very hard to pass someone when they have a long wingspan. Wow.
And that's one way to pass him. My goodness, what a shot there. Truong getting the crowd behind him.
It's a great shot from Ruhela there, and Truong just displaying some great athleticism, hooking that ball cross court.
Oh, here we go. The fella's cooking in the kitchen. And that has been flicked down the left side. Solid passage of play here for Truong.
There's a lot of variety in this match. We're seeing some strong ground strokes from the back, but you just saw both players at the kitchen line there. Great shot from Ruhela there.
Oh, here we go. My goodness, you talked about that arm reach. Ruhela getting everything back there. In the end, Truong persisted.
Truong has to work very hard and hit a lot of balls to pass Ruhela. Great point there. Beautiful shot. What's making it hard as well as Ruhela is reading the ball very well. You can tell he has great anticipation. He's almost taking a step before Truong has hit the ball. And with that wingspan, again, it's going to take a lot of precision from Truong to pass him, which he has displayed a few times, but making it very hard for him.
Yeah, well, I mean, we just saw Aditya pull off an Ernie in a singles game. Not the most common shot. We were just talking off camera about how Andy wants to start trying Berts in a singles game. So we got that entertainment coming in the PPA Tour Australia for games to come.
Perhaps.
Yeah, perhaps, yeah. A couple of unforced errors here for Truong. Ruhela currently enjoying a 3-point lead. Return called long.
Ruhela staying very composed.
Yes. Yeah, considering how vocal he was earlier today, he hasn't need to fire yet.
Very focused.
Well left. I just have to say, Andy, how awesome is this here at the Vietnam Open? And we've got players from so many different countries coming head to head. It's an absolute blast.
Definitely. It's great to see some new faces making their way through the draw.
Yeah, that's sent into the stands. And speaking about the draw, Andy, we were discussing earlier that Truong took down the #1 seed in Mitchell Hargraves, or was that?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Both players have just had such an amazing run to the finals. I mean, they've, come across some really difficult players and really gotten through, in really good style. Great to see. It's a great mix up there on the return for Ruhela, throwing in the slice. Something that you want to try is mixing up the variety of the heights, the spins, just to, make sure that your opponent's seeing different balls each time.
That passing shot, elite.
Great spot, great eye, just Maybe sneaking a glance to see that Truong was covering that line, and I thought went cross court. Great spot.
Andy, as we are in the middle stages of this game one, are we starting to see any trends here from our players?
Yeah, it's looking like Ruhela's really trying to get into the net. And I think it's a good idea for Truong to start doing the same, coming into the net, testing Ruhela on some of those passing shots, because like we said, both of these gentlemen, they have a long wingspan and great anticipation. So it is quite challenging to pass them. It needs to be a precise shot. It's great to test your opponent that way.
Yeah, Ruhela's having a lot of success down that left side. Really pushing Truong.
Playing very clean.
Yes.
I don't know if the viewers can see it, but every shot's hitting the center of that paddle.
Yeah, that definitely hit the center of the paddle. That is sent flying. We'll see if that's a bit of a confidence booster for Truong. There we go. Fist pump. Crowd's behind him. Oof. Net roll. Here we go. 3 points in it.
It's amazing to see Truong just be so aggressive off both the forehand and backhand.
Yep.
It can be a bit difficult to know, just target a certain shot or where to hit it so you don't get a tough shot when you're at the net.
I should probably mention, ladies and gentlemen, that each player does get 2 timeouts per game and 1 medical timeout for the entirety of the match. Close one for this game one.
Ruhela staying aggressive and really approaching the net seems to be the strategy. It's not a bad one.
Oh. Repeat strikes down that left side there, Andy. I thought he was considering the dive. Flick of the wrist down the side is wide, however. And I have to say to our viewers at home, we have a packed set of grandstands here, as well as high viewing. Bunch of people watching this one live, and we hope you're enjoying the broadcast thus far. You got to go for it, eh?
Yeah. Great point there. You can see players just hitting it right in the corners, making it difficult to get a clean strike.
Do you feel that the fellas are still getting adjusted to each other's play style?
They are. It's a really close game. They're really head to head.
Yeah, it almost feels not subdued, but they're playing gentleman pickleball. It's like, all right, let's see what we can do. That's called wide. The question's been asked. Official J confirmed that it's out. I'm fairly certain we just saw a paddle swap in the middle of that rally.
Yeah, it's a testament to the players just playing with a lot of variety, spins, height of the ball. There's not a clear rhythm of one player playing a certain way.
Oh, nice read.
Great aggression there.
Currently running at a high clip at the kitchen. Aditya Ruhela playing high percentage pickleball currently. I have to say, Andy, I love his single-handed backhand. Ooh, looks good.
Looks really nice. He's used it a few times to set himself up to come to the net, which has been great to see.
Yeah. Just looks so clean.
Wow.
Great rally. Ruhela firing at the right time, finds himself in a game point situation here, 10-8 for this game one.
Ruhela just, hitting the ball on both wings, really spreading Truong across the court, just dissecting.
Well, Truong was at the kitchen line, right? He had the advantageous position.
Yeah. Wow.
Did it with ease. That was a close game, but in the end, I feel like Aditya Ruhela just played to perfection. Ended up taking the victory 8-11. Quick high five. The gentleman just having a chat in the middle of the court. Good to see how much they're enjoying themselves here at Carmelina Beach Resort. We'll have our game two soon, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to go through to a quick commercial break. Be back live straight after this. Welcome back, everyone, to the PPA Tour Australia Vietnam Open, live from the Carmelina Beach Resort. We're about to get underway with our game two of the Open Men's Singles Gold Medal. Ruhela taking game one. Oh, kitchen battle. Good start there for Truong. And Andy, what can we anticipate any potential changes of strategy for this game?
Yeah, I think, watching Truong in that semi-final, he was being so aggressive. He was hitting the ball so hard, and I'm hoping that we'll see what just happened in that point, right? Seeing that power come through.
Oh.
Ruhela is such a crafty player, and as we saw there, he's mixing up with a few spins, and I think if you start to play in that game, there's no one better at that game than Ruhela. So you've got to come in and see if you can power through it. So, and Truong is so good at that game, so hopefully we'll see that in this game.
Yeah, for our viewers at home, Andy Dikasavjevic, my co-commentator, one of the best women's singles players in Australia. Who better to give analysis of a singles game? Wow. Pop up, put away, talked about power. There it is.
Some great overhead power. I think what we saw there too was a bit more hitting to the Ruhela backhand. So maybe we'll see a bit more of that in this game. Wow.
That's a great passing shot.
So good off that backhand.
Yeah.
Amazing. You really thread the needle there. It's not much room, but so accurate.
You've got to play to that level. Currently 1-0. As we can just see the towels and bottles being in effect. It is a warm day here. Repeat strikes down the right. This does feel like it's a different game. There's different strategies already being applied.
Definitely.
Ooh, an error there. Ruhela was lethal at the kitchen line in game one. I have to say to our viewers at home, for Hien Truong, he well and truly had the crowd behind him in the semi-final. We'll see if the crowd fire him up here. Currently enjoying a 1-point lead.
That went right down the middle, didn't it, Dylan?
Yep.
So he didn't try to go for a passing shot there, just go for it right at Ruhela. Yeah, great setup. that slice is just skidding right through the court. So there's not much you can do other than give it a bit of height over the net, and Ruhela taking advantage of that.
Return called long. Question's been asked. Confirmed in from official J.
There's that slice.
There's a slice, yeah.
It's lethal. Yep. Wow.
Oh, what a reach. That is incredible.
He is so good off those wings.
And you mentioned spin, Andy. With your games earlier today, did you find that the ball was kicking quite a bit on the courts?
Not too much, but you know, in pickleball, if you can hit a good slice like Ruhela can, it's just such an advantage.
Yeah. Service called long. Side out once more. And we can see here that Truong, as you mentioned earlier, is launching balls straight at Ruhela. Andy, what's the benefit of that particular shot?
Yeah, it just jams your body, right? Like you have to react fast, you have to choose if you're going to hit a forehand or a backhand volley. And
Yep. Easy Ernie.
wow. And like we said, Ruhela is just, he has such a great wingspan that he's great on the on the stretch. So I think what Truong might be trying to do is just to take away that advantage.
Yep, okay. Whoa, the net roll. Super close. And a big swing and a miss for Truong. And Ruhela takes a 1 point lead. For our viewers tuning in, Aditya Ruhela did take the game one here.
Wow.
Look at that angle.
Beautiful shot there from Truong.
I want the fellas to fire up.
Very composed.
Yeah. Oh, called out. Ruhela with the fist bump. Official J has confirmed it was wide. This is a matter of inches, how close these guys are playing to the lines. Ooh, there it is. You talk about jamming him up.
Yep.
Case in point.
Right down the middle. And Truong hits a very hard shot,
Oh,
so
yeah.
you know that's shooting on through.
Called wide. Questions asked. Once again, confirmed out. As I said, how close these fellas are playing to the lines right now. Yep. We are seeing a different play style here from Truong. You mentioned earlier you wanted to get him up to the kitchen line a little bit more. He might have the live stream on, Andy, listening to some expert advice.
You can tell he's changed up his strategy.
Yeah. That's in the kitchen. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, we have all the events for the PPA Tour Australia Vietnam Open tomorrow and Sunday as well. Mixed action as well as gender doubles. Fair to say we have a star-studded lineup. The draws, Andy, I'm sure you've already had a look. You've got the pleasure of playing in some of those draws. Scary how good the opposition are here.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic aggression there from Truong.
How do you feel Ruhela goes at the baseline?
Oh, he's very crafty, so he can find his way, you know, hitting a short cross-court shot, and he'll find his way up, definitely. That'll be what Truong will want to do, I think, is really come to that kitchen line, but it's tough when the balls that Ruhela are giving you are so deep. And he's getting in so quickly as well himself.
Yep. Oh, the gap was there. Once again, I feel like we've gone back to game one where the fella's just feeling it out. Neither player able to get a big break here. Tied game, 6 apiece.
Really smart play from Truong there with the drop and coming in.
Yep.
Just unlucky.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't go for that cross court that we've seen quite a bit already. Oof.
Great shot.
The crazy thing is that Ruhela nearly reached that.
Yes.
His full sprint.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, so close.
It's really this to and fro mental game that I think the players are playing. You know, if you try to pass one way one time, you might want to switch it up another time because the player might be covering that. So it's a bit of a mental battle, I think, at the moment, because like we said, both players have amazing shots. So it's really just trying to, you know, outplay the other player.
I just love that we haven't seen a timeout yet.
We haven't. Yeah.
The fellas are just, all right, I'll play my best, you play your best, and we'll just see what the outcome is. Ruhela taking the lead. Service called long. There's the angles again. He can reach everything.
He can reach it and he can read the ball very well. Yeah.
Deadly combination. He'd be handy at the grocery store, Ruhela. To get those really high shelf things. There's that single-handed backhand again.
Beautiful off the backhand. We don't see many single-handed backhands in
I love it.
pickleball, and it's just, great to see.
Especially at such a high percentage too.
Great use of the court there from Truong.
Yeah.
One deep, one short.
But even then, with that tight angle, Ruhela was still nearly able to get it. It's crazy. Just wide.
Interesting there, down the middle, and took a backhand in the middle.
Yeah, and there's that drop approach you mentioned too earlier for Truong, but unfortunately went wide.
Buying himself some time to come to the net. Great use of the court there. One cross court, one down the line.
Yeah, and I do find that with these two teams, Andy, that neither player is dominating with a particular strategy. As you mentioned, it seems to be a very mixed set of skills on display.
Very strategic, very varied, unpredictable, really. The players are really going for their serves, and you can see that they're landing quite deep. So.
Oh, too much oomph on the flick. When we're stuck at a bit of a crossroads here, the players stuck on this 8-6 for quite some time. That's a terrific drop.
Opted to stay back there, Truong, after a nice return, but gave Ruhela something different to look at.
Yeah, the time is now for Truong. Cannot let this lead continue for Ruhela. I do wonder whether he's played his big match already. That's semi-final was insanity.
Yeah, a couple of backends there that his feet have kind of locked up on the back end.
That is a good shot.
Very nice. Opted for the cross-court back end there. He's gone down the line a few times, so again, just trying to keep it all varied.
Angle again. That forehand flick of his is just elite.
Yeah.
Able to cover the court easily.
Yes.
And that drive is perfection. Fist bump, he is fired up.
Very clean.
And Ruhela now finds herself in a gold medal point. Well, I expected drama and loud shouting, but the fellas have been very
composed.
Very composed. He's not done yet.
Nicely put away.
The heart still beats. Truong has a chance here. Can he make the most of his opportunity? 7-10. Not with a service error. Ooh, that hurts. Still no timeouts.
No timeouts.
When was the last time you saw a gold medal match with no timeouts? So close. Another service error. This game has all sorts. I don't know how to call it. And how good was that return there for Ruhela? Just completely set everything up. Simple transition, puts it away. Gold medal point. And that's it. Aditya Ruhela has secured the gold medal here at the PPA Tour Australia Vietnam Open. And he looked very comfortable. Yep.
He did. He looked in control the whole match. And he's just had such a great tournament in the singles event today.
And we can see he's got the big cup there for the PPA Tour event here in Carmelina Beach Resort. Andy, I just think across the board he just looked very comfortable. As you mentioned, that long reach of his, able to get everything back for Hien Truong, securing the silver. Admirable effort. But trophies being held up here for Ruhela.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, any deep analysis here we can see from Ruhela regarding that victory?
Yeah, I think what we saw, he's great at the back. He can pass any player that's at the kitchen line, and then his ability to move forward off the right ball. As he's hitting the shot, he gets in so quickly, and once he's there, it's hard to pass him.
Yeah.
It is fantastic anticipation and reach. So many good tournaments for him to come, I think.
Yeah, just minimal errors on his behalf, and as a result, he gets the shinies. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go to a break here from the PPA Tour Vietnam Open live from Carmelina Beach Resort. Thank you for jumping in the booth, Andy. She's got her Major League Pickleball Australia events to get ready. We'll see the Northern Crocs later on today.
Thanks, Dylan.
Thank you.